Hey, it's back from Alpha Charge with a stocks to watch video. Today is August 27th, 2023. Before we get started, this video is for informational purposes only. These are not recommendations to buy, sell, or hold any stock or security. And I may hold positions in some of the equities mentioned. Know your time frame and risk tolerance. Today we are using DeepView software. If you like DeepView, go to deepview.com, get more information about that. And then let me move myself down here. Super follow group, of course, follow me on Twitter at AlphaCharts365. That's absolutely free. For $10 a month, I do offer a subscriber group. Here's just somebody that wrote me some information about it. Whatever you see, it's really good. I give a ton of valuable, I think, information. Again, it's my own trading ideas. It's my thought process that I'm sharing with everybody. So I'm just basically, very formalized it. So that on Sundays you're getting a special stocks to watch, much more in depth than what I put on YouTube for everybody. You get market notes multiple times a week, you get midweek videos, you get my scans, you get the ideas throughout the week, trade ideas, trade setups, all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in that, it's $10 a month. It's through Twitter at AlphaCharts365. Please check me out there. I definitely think I give, again, a crap load of value for the small price that it is costing. Let's get into this video. All right, so we'll talk about general market overview. You have the SPY. You have, sorry, you guys can't see me pointing, so I'll use my mouse. You have the highs back here in 2021. We couldn't quite get to a new high here, and now we're back under the moving averages. So I think the market has some to prove, and I'm cautious of the market. We'll just put it that way. All right, let's get into some names that are holding it better because these are relative strength. Pretty good relative strength names. Okay, first one, Sprouts Farmers Market, right? So again, not the big growthy fun name, but it's kind of broke out of this general area. It's got an uptrend going. We now have another general area right here that's kind of there's your little kind of cuppy. Maybe it needs a little handle. Maybe it just needs to go sideways for a minute. But it's holding its 50-day, very nice, and it's not that far away, the 50-day, right? So that's how I would, if I was going to be in this name, I would play it against that 50-day moving average. DLO, this is D local. Now, D local has been a pretty nasty downtrend. I'm just going to go and back it all up a little bit. Here's D local, and again, it was a darling for a while, right? And it just fell apart, right? It's indicative of a lot of names that IPO'd back in 2021. This was a crazy time for IPOs. Again, it fell apart, and now it's starting to look a little bit different, right? Because we had this earnings, we had a pop above 30% here. It needs to, in my opinion, retake the VWAP. For me to be interested in this name. And so it may need a little bit more time, but it's definitely one I think that we should be watching. Right. Again, these names are these are watch list names. These are not like, go out and buy these Monday morning. You have to make sure that you get the good entry. Payo. So here is Payoneer Global. Again, what am I looking for? I see more of a bottom than a top here. And actually, there's maybe even a little downtrend line that is starting to, trying to break this downtrend line right over here. Try to fix that just a little bit. There you go. That looks something like this, right? That's pretty close. And it's trying to break out from here. We're about to get a crossover here. And I'm noticing some nice accumulation on the chart as well as it's making this little uptrend. So if this 200-day starts to flatten out, 50-day crosses, that is the bullish setup, right? So far doing very well. Nice little pop off of earnings. And if you notice, it couldn't close the gap, which is a very positive sign. And if we put a VWAP there, and I like mine yellow and thicker, because I want to be able to see it, right? There's your VWAP. And again, on the retake of the VWAP right here, that would have been a good spot, right? Early entry type spot. But now it's holding the VWAP, and you can use the VWAP also as your potential stop going forward, or the 23-day, or if you have a bigger time frame, the 50-day. Upwork. All right. Again, nice earnings move. And again, just to go back, this was another one that was a darling. It's been around a little bit longer, 2018, and it crashed. Then it broke out. It's a big deal right there. And I'm just wondering where this looks at. Yeah, look at that. Isn't it funny how, it was important back here and then it was important again years and years later. So that's a big spot right there, right? And so now we have this big uptrend starting again, it looks like. Nice 44% move. And yeah, why couldn't we get to $24 here? Right? That's a nice spot right there. So I like how it retook the VWAP. It's something I definitely look for. And yeah, I think this one has a lot of potential. So upward work looks very, very good. What else do we have? Oh, Coursera. Again, here's one that's IPO'd in 2021. Again, very indicative of those IPOs of just basically crashing. But now we're starting to go sideways. And you can even pull this across here. And again, it has a cup and handle look here. And I can actually even say that this looks like, right, maybe even a double bottom, right? So you call this a double bottom. We could call this a cup and handle, whatever you want to call it. I don't really care. What I do care about is that we're about at a place of inflection, right, which is right in this area. So again, it has to kind of clear through some of this issues, right? It's got right here, but it's trying to. It's got some nice volume showing up here. Broke out of the cup and handle. We don't have earnings for a while. We already went through earnings, which is from here, right? You can tell it already retook the VWAP. I can put it in there, but you see it reclaimed the VWAP. It's got everything going for it, right? So Coursera looks really nice if it can get above basically where's that now. So this one's pretty actionable coming into this week if it decides to move a little bit higher. Looks perfect. So that looks pretty good. Celsius, I mean, if you guys don't know Celsius yet, like you're living under a rock, right? It's been just one of the monster stocks of the last few years, right? Let's go back and just see what so it broke out of this area right here back in 2020 and literally ran up, did a big sideways move, and now is breaking out again. But look, I mean, the move is just, it doesn't really give it, went from, $3 stock to $110 stock, right? Went sideways, consolidated the gains from 21 to 23 for 2 years. It went sideways and broke out here back in 2023 and is just continuing to move higher. Just absolute monster. I mean, just people buying the stock hand over fist, very, very holding the VWAP, didn't even, kind of retook it right here, holding the gap, very strong looking name. So there's Celsius Holdings. Again, it's one of those monster stocks, and any breakout above this area, and that makes total sense to be involved, and we can manage risk very, very easily. Just congrats if you've been in this one, right? Let's see what we got here. VRT. Again, this one has been kind of a FinTwit darling. A lot of people have been posting on this particular name, and for good reason, right? It's went from $12 to $35, so that's a triple. And now it's holding the VWAP again. I like how it fell back below and then retook it. It shows the buyers are, in my opinion, buyers are still in control. It was too hard to buy. This was an earnings gap, right? So I couldn't buy that. But now it's breaking out, right? To me, this is a breakout on higher volume. So it's actionable right there. So VRT, very actionable name. Looks really, really good. What else looks good? You know what? Uranium, CCJ. Kamiko's a uranium name. Again, it's not for everybody. But we have this beautiful base right here. And it broke out. It's all kind of, it's uranium. So you got to know what you're buying, right? But it's holding the 50-day. Everything's moving higher. Nothing bad about this name, right? It's just trending higher, right? So if this is a name that you like and you think uranium is, and nuclear power and everything that goes along with it is going to be in vogue again, go for it, right? What else we have? EMR, Emerson Electronics, or Emerson Electric. So we had, again, the peak in 2021, very common, then the sideways movement, and now we're trying to again, take out this area, and you have the Livermore $100 level, right? That's a big deal, psychological level. If I put a VWAP right there, you see it's been kind of riding the VWAP, starting to get back above it in fashion now with volume, which I like that. Moving averages are catching up. $95 is a decent stop, and that's the risk reward here. So, when we talk about setups, like, we never know what setup is going to hit or not hit, but we can talk in reward to risk, right? Well, the reward is we're going to be up to all-time highs, in short order if we get through this area. The risk is 2.5%. And so, we can say that just makes sense, right? Because we could do a 2.5% risk, and if our reward is going to be multiples of that. And that's what this has the potential of doing if it could break out. So it's Emerson Electric, again, very defined area, still needs to prove itself, but setting up very nicely in great accumulation. And the last one on my list today is going to be NTRA. This is Natera. I believe it's a health company. Yeah, health technologies. I'm not sure what they do. Doesn't really matter what they do. You see they had a big run up. I'm not even sure how old this company is, if it was 2018 or even before. Yeah, it's an older company from 2015. The big run up to this 127, came all the way down, to 26, right? That's a big, right? That hurts. Like, hopefully no one got caught in that. But now it's making its base again. Again, we're seeing a lot of these bases coming through. Trying to break out. It's like right there. Nice accumulation coming in. Here's the VWAP from this move. It was a 17% move. Again, I love how it lost it and retook it. I look for that type of price action. And again, nice accumulation showing up in the space. So it's a very nice looking name. And it's trying to break out. It kind of almost got there on Friday, so it's very actionable. So ton of actionable names in this video. Hope some of them just watch list names. Hope it finds you well. If you are interested in this type of content, but a lot more of it, a lot more of it, check me out at AlphaCharts365 on Twitter, and become a subscriber to my group. I think that you will love it. It's $10 a month. You don't like it, you cancel, right? Super easy to do. And there's really no obligation beyond that. So good luck, everybody, and have a great week.